All right, so we'll do some strength and stretch on the mat. I have weights. We'll probably throw those in, maybe get some upper body movement. Maybe, we haven't been working out the past couple weeks, so we'll kind of ease into it. We'll start with some hips and working from the feet up and just see if we can open up the joints that way. So we'll first start with hands under the shoulders. And let's start with the right leg back. We're going to point the toes. So we can really plant our flex. If you get a cramp, just kind of settle into it. We're going to place the foot down, a little pressure on that center of the foot. And just kind of even straightening the leg, bending the knee from here. And then once you kind of get a feel for that, you can add maybe a flick to the actual ankle itself, like ankle shin movement. And again, concentrating on that like center part of the foot where all those bones sort of open up and settle into it, press into the floor, take an inhale. And exhale, and we'll bring that foot back. You can just relax it down or curl the toes. The opposite way, we'll go the other leg, point the toes. Try not to mash your foot into the mat. It's really just trying to find the right pressure. Again, starting maybe with that bend and extend through the knee can help. And once you find that, maybe add that little flick. You can do these standing, you can do them seated in a chair. You could just flick your foot down towards that floor. Again, we're working more on the nerves, kind of opening up the joints. And again, maybe just wiggle the feet out, even some ankle circles here. 3 or 4 each way. You can manage that without looking at them. And then just even out. We'll take an inhale, looking up, arch. And then exhale, round the cat. And just flow through. We'll get about 3 more. Inhale, exhale, round. Exhale, round. Really lift that rib cage to the ceiling. And we can even do one more. Get tops of the ankles in towards the mat and just sit back on the legs for a second. If that's way too much, too intense, come off it. But you can sit here maybe for a second, taking an inhale with the arms up and exhale down. Inhale, lift and exhale. We're going to take that right leg, we'll go out to the side and get a little adductor stretch here. Abductors can end up being really tight. So just rock back towards the heel. So if we're in that kneeling position, hips are going back towards the other heel. And just as much as you can. If it's way too much, too tight, just make it a small motion. One more. And from here, we're going to take that ankle and tilt. So I'm just going to turn. So if my foot is flat, we're just tilting the ankle in. You can combine the two. You can rock it back with that tilt. Just one more. Come to center, and then we'll get the other side. So we'll take that leg out, maybe just starting with the rock back. Breathing. And then again, if you want to combine it with that little heel tilt or ankle tilt towards the mat. And last one. And just come off of there, maybe check the hips. We'll come into a seated position. Another good thing if you're feeling a lot of pressure through the hips or some pinching, rolling up a towel or a mat or a blanket or jacket, anything, and sticking it just under your seat so you're lifted a little bit. Let's come into a crisscross, and we're going to lift really tall spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Try a little music here too. And we'll take that another inhale, lock those hips to the floor, really reach, and little twist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, lift. Now we're going to add a little tilt. As you exhale, we're going to tip, lift, little bend, and up. Pressing the belly maybe into the, leg if you can get down there nice and far. Otherwise, if it's a little hip hinge, that's fine too. One more. Bring it back. Good. Bring those hands down. We're going to tilt neck, chin to chest. And then bring those hands to the knees, and we're going to start a little seated cat stretch. Coming back, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Now we're going to add that little bit of a circular motion. So taking it around. Kind of stirring the pot. You can make it really small so we're not tipping away off the mat. And then the other direction. But if you're feeling it, and you want it bigger, go all the way back, tip, lift, and around. And one more. Great. And just take those hands out. We're going to hinge with a long spine. So you might not have as much range of motion. If we start to round and slump, you'll get more. But here we're just hinging. And you might feel all of that through like the glutes. Maybe low back. And then pull those arms in. And we'll take a nice inhale. And now start to go a little farther. So you may round a little bit through the back, reaching. Again, slide the arms in. Inhale, exhale, fold. That big exhale. And then a nice big inhale, inflate the belly. And exhale. Great. All right. So we'll take that inhale here, tip to one side, and add that reach. So we'll come up and over, all one side. Trying to anchor the hips down. One more. And round. So front lumbar circle, as low as you can get comfortably. Walk hands around to the other side and lift up to center. Take an inhale and exhale. Reset here. And then we'll add your other side. Reach. Side to side. You might feel a little tight. Or maybe this side's easier. Don't mind my scratchy throat. Come over. That next one, we're going to hold. And then drop. So come the opposite way. Anchoring hips down, round. Just go to the range that feels good. And come on up. We're going to shift focus a little bit. So straighten those legs out. Really take a second to kind of wiper those legs side to side. Great. Even taking a second, just kind of a little pat. And come on up. Perfect. So we'll take it back. Open the shoulders, so point the fingers away from you. And just take a nice inhale. We're going to open the chest here. It feels okay on the shoulders to really push that chest forward with an inhale. And exhale, just kind of relax into it. One more inhale. And exhale, we'll scoot it down nice and slow. Knees in, little side to side. Tuck your chin. Keep rocking side to side. Perfect. And just take those feet out. We're gonna go nice and wide, add a little hip sway, and keep an eye on, maybe the range here. If things are very tight, just take your time. Turn your head opposite way of the knees. Inhale, exhale, switch. And switch. Do one more. And bring it on back. We'll still keep those feet nice and wide. We're going to come up to a bridge, clasp hands. Inhale, blow. Inhale, really inflating the belly, the whole abdomen area. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly lower down. We'll go through a little flow here with wide position feet here. Inhale, exhale. Lower down. Think of the spine. Maybe you're tucking the tailbone, lifting, and then releasing the spine, upper, middle, lower. Getting some space between vertebrae here. One more. Hold at the top. Take a nice inhale. Arms overhead, exhale. Slow lower down, bring those hands to your sides. So now we'll bring the feet in a little closer, probably hip width, so a few inches, maybe like 3 to 4 inches in between the feet, lift and lower. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, hold at the top. We're gonna take those knees, pull them in towards one another. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Extend those legs. 3. We'll take a single leg stretch. If it's a lot, keep one foot on the floor. And then switch. Again, you can always tap. Or hover that leg. Inhale, exhale. Good. Last one. And bring it on down. Again, that knee sway. See where we are with your hips. One more. And bring it back. All right, arms out. Nice T pull here. Again, we'll add weights in a moment. Let's just try and stretch a little bit and engage that upper back. So we're gonna come on up, hips, arms, and then pull. Pretend you have a really hard resistance band that you're pulling. Last one, hold them out. We're gonna take those goalpost position arms and pull down. We're gonna add movement with the bridge. So when the arms come down, we're gonna lower, lift. A little bit of an arc through the back. Pull down's good. Last one, bring it down. Good. So we'll grab some weights or a band. It's fine. We'll get into a little chest. All right. So keeping, we're going to keep glutes down on the floor for now and feet on the floor. We're going to get into your chest press. So nice wide arms to narrow. So just starting right there and then we'll add. One more. Now we're going to add that glute bridge chest press. We hold the glutes up, add the press for 8. Two more. Good. And bring it down. Take a second. We're going to support your head into our just chest lift here. Feet are down. Take that inhale, exhale, lift. Hold. 3 seconds, 2, 1, lower down. All right, to the bridge. So again, we're doing like 8-ish reps and kind of going back and forth for a few rounds. We're taking those arms, again, out wide and up, holding the hips. Last one. Great. Bring it down. Into that crunch for 8. We're coming up. 8. Go. Last one. Hold. And release it on down. Good. Take a little stretch. All right, one more. When you're ready, hips up, squeeze, and press. Two more. Great. Bring it down. Last set with this little crunch coming up for 8. Last one, hold. And relax. Good. Take those arms out to the side. Straighten those legs. And again, we'll get single leg stretch coming up, double pulse. And relax. So take a little second. We'll come up to seated again, just to switch up kind of the angle. Near here. And let's start. Actually, we're going to go into a little bit with the arms, and then we'll go into a kneeling position. So sitting up tall, if you remember how you crisscrossed your legs, maybe go the opposite. And we're going to start with rotation. If this is a lot with anything in the shoulder, just make it a small flip instead of fully rotating. Try and sit tall, abs in. Last one, bring those arms up. Good, we're gonna bend here, press and pull. Relax through your neck. Good, then press up. Good, out to the side. You can always add little hand weights here. There's nothing too heavy for around the shoulder neck area. Great, last one. Walk those hands out. Take a little stretch. Relax your neck. Coming out. Arms, palms up, arms out to the side. Now we're gonna add those curls. Again, light weights here could be a good addition. But even without, you could probably feel those muscles engaging, hopefully. Again, sitting tall, it should be a lot of work. 2, 1, and squeeze. I don't know why I'm getting a call on here. Sorry. Going. Sorry about that. Some was trying to call me on my iPad. Again, last one, these tiny pulses, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Take those arms back, triceps, seated. 2, 1, bring them up, hands overhead. So that overhead tricep extension. If that's a lot, go back to this bent over one. Again, light hand weights, totally up to you, but in the seated position, it's a lot of work. Last one. Good. And bring it on down. We'll just take a little twist. Inhale, exhale. As you're wringing out that side body. Last one. And bring it back. We're going to our tricep kickback here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So find the weight that works for you. Right arm, left leg. Extend out and hold. And then bring it in slow. And go. 8. 3, 2, 1, hold, 8 lifts, 7, 6, 8, and switch. Left arm, right leg, take it out long, and bring it in. One more. Hold it long and lift. And bring it on in. Perfect. Take a second. Take those knees nice and wide. Sit it on back and take an inhale into this child's pose and a big exhale. And last breath. Then come on up. Bring it back to your back. All right, so we're coming down. We're going to get into our chest fly. All right, so soft bend in the elbows, open and close. Great, easy peasy, right? So from here, we'll add a couple options. One option is to have both legs up in your tabletop position with the chest fly. If you need one leg down, that's fine. Squeeze those legs. Great. Hold, and we're going to alternate arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms for 4. Back up. Alternate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. And bring it on down. We're going to come up now into that single leg crunch. So coming on up, like walking up the leg, wherever you can grab on to the leg without totally moving the leg here. So just find a target and reach. Good. Switch legs. And bring it on down. All right, readjust. Now we'll add a little tricep extension here. Hands together. Actually, let's start with the hands like shoulder width apart here and dip the weights down towards the ears. Good. If you're having any of like this movement, try not to do that. Try to really keep it in the elbow bending. Shoulders stable. Again, legs, you can have straight. Good, last one. And bring it on down. Reset a little bit here. We're going to come up now to that tabletop position, knees bent, and give a little crunch up. Knees come in like an inch. So when we come up, bring those knees in. A little bit of a hip tuck or rock. One more. And bring it on down. Perfect. All right, back to chest swap. Tabletop legs. Here we go. 4. Alternate. Good. Keep alternating. We're going another 4. These are harder. 3, 2, 1. Hold them. And lower those legs. Perfect. Bring those weights down. We'll add on again to your tricep extension here. Bring them up. And let's see. Let's go back to our bridge on this one. Just get the glutes once again. Slow lower. Punch them up. Two more. Engage those glutes. Good. Bring it on down. All right. Let's get now with the leg moving. So before we had that climb the leg, this time either support your head, move the leg, or lift up. One more. Switch. One more. And bring it down. Relax head, neck, shoulders. Take a little side to side. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. All right, one more set. Chest swap. Tabletop. Squeeze legs, hinge them out slightly, and soft elbows. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate. 8 per side. Good, almost there. Two more. And last one. Awesome. Relax. Arms, hands. Just drop those legs out to the side for a second here. Take an inhale. And exhale. Soles of the feet together. We're going to do this little crunch here. If it's a lot, again, on any pinchy hip, back, type move, just know, you can adjust by bringing the legs up. We don't have to do it in this position. Little butterfly crunch. Two more. 2, 1, hold. We can add that pulse here, lift. Last one. And lower down. All right. One more tricep. Bridge position. Oh, squeeze. Here we go. Drop it down. 8. Three, 2, 1. Bring it down. Relax. All right. We'll come on up. Either roll your side to seated or just roll up seated. Extend those legs out nice and long. And we'll start with a little stretch along those hamstrings. So really find that comfortable seat. And raise your seat if you need it by rolling the mat up and tucking it. Sit tall, inhale, exhale, fold. Extend the ankles this time. We did a lot of toes pointed. Let's kind of aim for nice flat feet here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend those knees slightly so you can get maybe a little further down. You can slowly straighten the legs. Keep that bend if needed. Bring it up. One more. Again, bend the knees if needed. Exhale. And come up. We'll get into that figure 4 stretch. Really lift. And same idea this time, point the toes, fall forward. And one more. Inhale, exhale, hold. And switch. Coming up. If you're finding you're kind of like tucking into the tailbone, try to really reach a nice tall spine. Exhale. Straight lift and hold. And come up. We'll come over nice and slow. And we're going to bring the knee in between the hands here, settling down, kind of sitting back on that leg, extending it down, adding that pressure again to the top of the foot, and lengthen up through your spine, crown of the head. Nice inhale here. And exhale. Great. Curl those toes under, and we're going to hinge forward just a little bit, and now stretch heel towards that back wall. Slide that knee through other leg, sit it right back into it. Just finding that position where you can put the top of the foot into the mat. And take a nice inhale here. Exhale. And a nice stretch. Good. Curl the toes under, hinge forward slightly. And again, you can stretch that heel towards the back wall. Good. right, we'll come up into our plank position, and then we're going to hinge back to that down dog stretch. If at any time you need to come out of it, just, come back, maybe sit back, child's pose. We're going to add that in probably anyway, but for the first couple, we're going to be plank, down dog, heels towards the floor, hips to the ceiling. Back to plank, back to that down dog position. One more. Inhale, exhale, press. Good. Lower those knees down, press back. Child's pose. We're going to walk hands to the right, hips kind of pressing out to the left. Walk hands to the center and then the other side. And bring it back. Great, coming on up. So we can kick this leg forward here and try a little stretch. If kneeling, this isn't like your thing, it's too, much pressure on the knee. You can do this in a standing position as well. But just kind of see which one feels better. And then just slowly switch out. Yeah, if it's a lot, come to that standing position. Great. Good. Slowly bring that leg back. We'll come down to the floor. Back to your back again on the floor. And slowly roll on down. We'll bring knees wide. Take a little stretch on the hips. Relax head, neck, and jaw. And we're going to shoot the one leg out. Let's take left leg to the floor. Right knee comes across. If you need a cushion or something under this leg, feel free to get up and grab something to let that side totally relax. We're going to take arm out to the side. And then we're going to open and close from here, taking nice inhales and exhale. Hold that arm out, turn head opposite way. And slowly come back to center. We'll hug those knees in, tucking the chin. And then we'll switch. So right leg comes out, really relax to the floor. Take that knee across. Great. Again, arm out to the side, as much as you can. And then we're going to open and close. And we'll hold. And slowly come back, unwind that. Really feeling pretty good. We're going to come up to that bridge position here, taking again that inhale with arms overhead, holding that position and a nice big exhale. So inhale, lift, hold, exhale. And lower down. One more like that. So inhale, hold at the top, then exhale. Good. Good, slowly lower down. We'll take those knees together, feet out a little wider, like towards the edges of the mat. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale. And we'll slowly roll to one side. And take your time, we'll come up to seated. And come into that shin box seated position. All right, nice and tall. We'll just take this little bit of a twist forward with the hip, rolling through, not lifting quite yet. Adding the arm, taking it back. One more hold. And bring it back. So now with this one, we'll bring that hip bridge, lift and lower. One more hold. And thinking of breathing in, you know, all the way from the hip, all the way up to the lungs. Inhale. Big exhale. Float back to seated. Great. And we'll switch it on out. Starting with that little bit of a roll forward first, if you need to kind of find where that hip's at. You can go right into the lift if you like, but take this one too if you like it. Nice little reach and bend. Great. We'll hold that last one. Just take a second there. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back. And now add your hip lift. Great. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Lower. We'll do one more with that hold and that nice deep breath. Big exhale. Bring it on down. Nice. Bring legs around, kind of back where we started. And we'll just start with a little shift, maybe bringing even the arms out to the side. Getting a little shift through that lumbar spine. If you really think of gliding. If it's a lot, make it really small. Great, that last one, bring it back somewhere in the middle, bring those arms down. Again, pushing that floor round, and then pull back, hands behind you, inhale. And then exhale, again, slide the hands out, maybe going a little farther. And then bring them back, and behind you, inhale. Exhale, round, and fold, we'll hold here. Taking maybe 5 or 6 breaths in this position. You can always switch it more to a child's pose if this crisscross is a bit constricting. Holding the position maybe a little longer than you normally would. A little of in yin yoga, they do these longer holds, more breath through the actual stretch. And it does let you like relax into it as opposed to our, quick little 3 breath. Maybe checking in with other parts of the body, see if your jaw is clenched or your neck is kind of scrunched up. Take another inhale. Big exhale. And slowly walk it back. Coming up there, shrug the shoulders. We didn't get much shoulder space. So take that up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. So we'll turn the head. And just hold that neck stretch. And slowly rotate back to the other side. And back to center. We'll take a nice inhale here. Exhale, float. Good, one more, inhale. Exhale, float. Good, so a little mix. Got a lot of stretching in and a little bit of strength, so good work.